Okay, so this holds secrets,
Yeah.
both public and private.
I'm taking pictures of you. I'm taking pictures of everything.
So you entered the archives in November of 2017, and this is at Littlefield.
Yeah, I remember this really distinctly because I was on Night Train,
Yeah.
and this was hosted by Whitesnake, and it was the last one. And I remember that this was really exciting for me because I was still living in Washington, D.C. I had opened for Wyatt like a few months before, and he told me, "Oh, if you come to New York, let me know." And people say that all the time, and whether people actually feel that way or people follow up on it, I don't know. But anyway, I did. I just reached out. Oh, is there like a show you recommend I go watch? And he was like, "Well, if you're around on Monday, you can do 5 minutes on my show." And I didn't even realize that it was like the last one, so there was a lot of excitement around the show.
Yeah.
And I this was in my buzz cut Obama era. I looked like Tiger Woods in a lot of pictures. Okay. So this one, same event. I'm trying to think about and I had seen people post about your pictures, like New York comedians posting about this. And I was watching this from DC. And so I felt excited. I felt excited to have a Mindy before I even knew anyone, before I moved here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot done at that one show.
It actually really did change my life, so I appreciate Wyatt for that. It changed my life in that I got Mindy's. I got to do a set where people had been, because it was the last one for what was like a long running show. Just a lot of people were there to celebrate that, and so it meant that it helped me directly, actually, with other bookings moving forward. So that's a fun memory. I was American History Smithsonian in DC at the time, and I was like, wasn't supposed to have Monday off, but my boss was like, "Okay, if it's the guy from The Daily Show, then yes, that's okay." So
Wow.
that's yeah, these are really important to me. I was staying with my good friend and funny comedian Jessie Morner Ritt at the time, so it was very just cute and meaningful that she'd come to this show and that we have these together. I didn't even realize that we had these. This is so
Yeah.
fun. My beloved cropped American Apparel hoodie, I don't know where that is. Lost to time and space. Where's this denim jacket? I have no idea. It's a pretty good jacket.
Yeah.
Um, for some reason, maybe this was 2017, right?
I think so, yeah.
So something critical was this is tragic that I remember this, but it's the last year that American Apparel had brick and mortar stores. And so I would go in a lot, and I got all the stuff that was, because it was basically liquidating. Had things on extreme discount. So maybe that's the story behind this jacket.
All right, and now this is, October 2nd of 2019 at Caveat.
Oh my gosh, I didn't originally realize it was a different show entirely because I'm wearing a different yellow beanie. Yeah,
Yeah.
caveat. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is my friend Carol's show. It was called Lasers in the Jungle. And so I wonder, by this point, had you moved to New York?
Yes, I had. This was, what did you say? It was beginning of 2019?
October
October.
2nd,
Okay, yes.
2019, yeah.
I've been here for almost a year now because I moved at the end of 2018. So, and Caveat quickly became one of my favorite venues in the city. It was important to me, I guess, settling into New York.
Yeah.
Lasers in the Jungle must have been, if I'm correct, this was a show that was at the UCB in East
It
Village,
was,
and then
yeah.
moved to Caveat.
Yeah.
And then I think I was offered, they were like, "Hey, Brittany, you can be a regular." If I'm remembering correctly, they offered me some idea of a residency with the show, just so that I could do a set on it recurringly.
Oh,
And then COVID
cool.
happened, or something like this,
Yeah.
if I'm remembering accurately. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so yellow beanie. I'm growing my hair out from the buzz cut, which actually did affect how I talked about my appearance on stage. I'm remembering. Okay.
Wow. And so how did moving to New York go for you?
Yeah. I think that something that was helpful for me is that because I was living in DC and I wasn't that far, came to New York fairly frequently, almost monthly for about a year.
Okay.
But it didn't mean that everything was particularly easy. It meant that for some reason, like for example, it meant that I ultimately got those early ones from Night Train because of those connections, it led to me getting on a more high profile show.
Yeah.
But it still meant week to week, night to night, I still had to get myself booked, and that was hard. It was hard. I was really lonely and felt really lost for months, and I had a series of odd jobs. But I remember that each handful of weeks it got easier, where I felt more connected to the New York comedy scene.
Yeah.
So I would say that ultimately it was good, and I felt like, oh, I appreciated that I had met comics from New York comedies scenes before I moved, but I still had to like find my footing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a new zone.
So we skip ahead to June 19th of 2021. So it's highly possible that I missed a photo. This is not set in stone, but what it looks like is that this night at Caveat is the last time I see you until the pandemic's over.
I think that's so likely. That's such a weird, kind of
Yeah,
surreal marker.
it really
Right?
is. It really is. So I believe this is Drunk Black History.
Yes, I remember this so well, almost ironically, because the whole idea was that you were supposed to get at least tipsy. So this show, okay, first of all, the outfit. I remember I had got that top that was sort of like kente cloth coated earlier that day because it was on Juneteenth, from what I remember. It was on or near
Yeah, it
Juneteenth.
was.
Is
Yeah,
the 19th
June 16th.
or yeah,
I'm sorry, June 19th, 2021.
okay,
Yeah.
yes, I had bought that top earlier that day to be like, okay, here's my ancestral piece that I'm bringing to the show.
Yeah.
Um, I I had a blast on stage here. I'd had like 2 tequila soda type drinks, and I was talking about, Matthew Henson. I'm now he was like a critical Black explorer, and, yeah, I remember feeling what I thought was really free on stage, but obviously I was under influence also. But yeah, it was a cute memory. I had a lot like, I had a lot of fun, so it's fun to see this picture because, um, I don't know, I remember this top, I remember, like, the kind of silly experience of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, and by this point, do you think you were a comedian full time? I
Uh,
had been for a while?
can you remind me? So this is, oh yeah, June of 2021?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd say that I started my life shifted, meaning that I was doing comedy full time, I'd say in September of that year. So no, not here. This time of my life, June of 2021, I was teaching at independent school in Brooklyn. And because obviously it was the summer, what was I doing? I guess I was just like on leave. I was been initially hired at that school right before COVID to teach 6th grade humanities, and then they kept me on to teach preschool, and then COVID happened, so I was doing a lot of comedy on Zoom and outside and in parks and on roofs, and I was teaching preschool remotely. So that was a really weird reality. In September of that year, I I was working at the school. It was maybe like a few days of the school year. I was supposed to be like a full-time lower school assistant or something, which afforded me this time to do stand-up. But anyway, I then got hired very quickly to write for Michael Che's sketch show on HBO, That Damn Michael Che.
Yeah.
So over the course of a weekend, I had to quit the school job, and I remember like crying because I don't know, because I felt like attached to the children, or at some point I had, it's almost like Stockholm syndrome. Like I had, for a year and a half and through COVID, was trying to adjust to doing comedy in New York, and I was doing it a lot, and I don't know anymore how I would have had the energy to teach. Like I can't do that anymore. Um, like balance both lives, I think.
Yeah.
But at the time, I just, was trying to push through and settle into New York, get connected. So anyway, despite that, I was sad to leave the school. And then it did really help me out because that from there on, yeah, basically I've been doing comedy full time. So yeah,
Wow. Wow. That's so
so
fun.
it was kind of a shift. Yeah, really remember laughing my head off on stage. This is so funny. Oh my God, those earrings I bought from Forever 21.
So, how long do you think you were doing comedy before you quote unquote quit your day job? How long you think?
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. question. So I started doing comedy almost 12 years ago. So if I have the math correct, it was 2014 April. And I really did do it pretty much consistently. It's not like naturally some people take a year off or whatever as they're kind of figuring out whether it's something they really like doing as a hobby.
Yeah.
But obviously for me, it was a hobby that I kind of got sucked into. So I was doing it,
That happened to a lot of us.
yeah, right. It's like for better for worse. But I just liked the local DC scene. Oh my gosh, these pictures are really they're really they're really portals into another world there, the world that I was having. Okay, I'm gonna stop putting these out because the next ones are from a different series. But um, I moved to New York when I was end of 2018, so I was about 4 years in. And
Okay.
then by the time things started getting rolling more, I was 5 years in. Like I got past the Comedy Cellar when I was 5 years into comedy, which I think actually is a bit to be honest, was, like, kinda early generally, and I think too early for me, but it did help me a lot that summer. Like, I would
Okay.
say the summer of 2019 was really important for me feeling like I had done this work to feel connected in New York comedy. Even though it had been kinda hard, things were moving forward. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, basically, I would say 5 years. Yeah,
Okay.
which feels like
Yeah. 5 years sounds about right.
You think so? I
Yeah.
wonder.
Yeah. It's between year like five-ish and seven-ish, I think. It's just a theory that I have.
Yeah,
And so I'm trying to remember to ask everybody.
because 'cause you've probably seen a lot of it, like, people cycle in
Yeah.
to New York comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if they're coming from LA or something?
Yeah. The pressure point that I worry about is the 3 to 5 year. That's where we lose people.
Right.
Because it becomes kind of a you're gonna go all the way with this or you're gonna pull back from this.
Right, sink or
And
swim.
yeah, and we lose a lot of people around that time. So yeah,
I can see
yeah,
that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard and it's exhausting and it's hard to move to New York, so it was hard, but I don't know. Fortunately, I was able to, like, keep momentum as opposed to I don't know what my visual is like, if you're trying to hold on to a log in a white what are those called? Like a rapid
yeah, yeah, yeah.
current?
Whitewater,
Yeah,
yeah,
whitewater. You know what I mean? Although it's not so extreme, like, the pace of it, I feel like, especially because I was also a newer comic. Like, I wasn't headlining yet per se, except for short sets, but the point
yeah,
is that I feel like I managed to get close to the log or, like, hold on to it kind of through that initial navigating. So, yeah, grateful for the timing, I guess, or for the energy I had before COVID. I think that was really critical. And good friends of mine that moved from other scenes moved around the time that I did. Whether or not they had also been doing it for about 4 or 5 years, I'm not quite sure, but good friends of mine, including like Devin Walker or Chloe Radcliffe, who are all they're killing it now in their careers. We all moved to New York relatively within a few months. So I remember distinctly appreciating that um, people that had moved from smaller comedy scenes were there, and those were the people that I, like, asked to hang out with when I first
yeah,
got here.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is from Todd Barry's 34th comedy anniversary
Oh my
on
god.
November 1st, 2021.
That is so funny because looking at this outfit, I couldn't even place it. Okay. Also, these glasses, I don't know, I'm really good at losing glasses, and I don't
Yeah.
really care usually, like, I mean, I care about losing glasses, but I don't really care about the design. Looking at this, Mindy, I'm like, "I want those glasses back," although I'm sure my eyes are much worse now. Okay. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, this was I remember this.
Yeah. And so the last place I saw you was Bell House. And so I'm seeing you at Bell House again. Um, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like you're probably like actually doing material here. I think the show prior,
The caveat one. No, the Black History one.
yeah, I think that's sort of like a homework show.
Yeah, right.
And this is like you probably like did
Yeah,
actual,
stand up.
yeah,
I think it was just like a standard set, and something I'm looking at this picture here, the reason I noticed it is because it's the lighting. I first thought that I went through I someone I dyed my hair blonde, which I think can you remind me this year is 2021?
yes,
Oh, never mind. 2020. No, it was 2021, maybe, or early 2022 that I bleached my hair. So I thought that I was kind of like, wait, what century is this? Like, who am I here? If this is my blonde streak, but no, it's just the lighting. Okay. So yeah, this is Todd's show. I remember I was excited to do it. you know, meaningful opportunity. He's
Yeah.
someone that continues to be supportive. Like I opened for him on the road through this day. So I'm not sure if I was even doing that at this time. Maybe.
Yeah, he's what we call one of the greats, I
Yeah.
feel.
Legend.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see how terrified I look, but I don't mean that in like a I don't mean that in a self-effacing way. I'm just looking at pictures of myself perform thinking like what demons did I see and actualize, and also that's good. At least I'm feeling like energetic on stage or expressive. Like this is like what that okay, this is really fun. I look like my dad there. Awesome. I love these.
Yeah, and so one of the problems that I'm having is this is actually sort of a curated set. Like this is me cutting like 50 photos of you,
Wow.
and so when I'm thinking about like, okay, if I was going to do a book, like what would be the photos of Brittany? Uh, yeah, I'm completely overwhelmed. And part of why I'm having you guys in is like, what do you guys like?
Yeah, right.
What do I do?
I can't imagine. You know.
How are we going to pick? Because you have a lot of really great performance photos, and there's ones where it's like Brittany, fashionable, looking really beautiful, and then there's ones where you super expressive, and it's like those are funny too.
I know
So
the
what are we
one the
gonna
unhinged ones
do?
I like, I think. Because it's like I think it's like, what draws me to comedy? Like, the thing is that I think it's fun to dress up and look nice on camera, of course, and it's really wonderful to have, like, a photo that works out, like, when when like, let's say it's like, the new jokes, like, they're what's it called? What's it called? 51st jokes.
Yeah,
And then you kind of plan, like, "Okay, I'm gonna I'll think about my outfit and my makeup, and I'd love to have, like, a, square photo." But then I also do, like, the kind of, like, wacky unhinged ones because I feel like Mm, what actually that's, like, my deepest connection to comedy and not taking myself so seriously, and I still feel like, I don't know, I still feel beautiful in those scary
yeah, yeah.
faces,
That's
like
what I think
yeah.
too. So this is me culling like Brittany's gorgeous, and then Brittany's having fun with it, and also looking gorgeous. Yeah,
Or like a troll, but it's cool, yeah.
I don't, I don't know how we're calling for the book. Is this whole project me procrastinating on the book? Is that what I'm doing?
I respect that though, and I feel like I can't imagine, you must go through so many pictures after each job that you're doing for these shows,
Yeah,
especially when there's multiple comedians. It's like so many I don't know, like so many captures, like so many
yeah.
moments.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a photo that's not in here, and it's a photo that I just took because I just saw you.
Oh.
You were supporting David Drake, had a taping,
Oh, yeah, just recently.
and you were at this is like literally, I don't know, 72 hours ago. I saw Brittany.
That's right.
Um, and
So right, right, right.
and we were doing a taping, and my call time the next day was 8 a.m.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
was n I there was part of me that wanted to be really ambitious and pull you aside and say, "Brittany, wouldn't it be so cute if we did a photo right now?" And then I had it printed, and then it was like part of your taping. And then it was like, "No, my call time is at
Oh, you have
8 a.m.
to go home and rest and everything.
I'm just
Yeah.
going home." I'm
Yeah.
just saying Brittany is out there. She is out there currently. She is supporting the scene. She was not on the show. She was supporting the taping.
Yeah.
So I think I took a photo of you, like, on my way out.
Oh,
You
oh,
were
cool.
talking to a friend,
Oh, I
and
see, I see, I see.
I just kinda, like, sprayed, and sort of, like,
Oh, yeah,
sort
yeah,
of have
yeah.
this establishing shot of, like, you talking to Sabine, and it's so
Right.
technically, for the record, we have it in the archives that Brittany was there, but we do not have it here.
What's funny is when you initially mentioned, like, this recent thing with Ava Drake, for some reason my mind went to, a recent CYSK, the show, because it had multiple, like, this is the last one, this is the third to last one.
They've had
So
a lot of last ones, yeah.
I know, I know. Right. And I was having fun going to them because I was on the last one and I was enjoying seeing the ones before that because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that show and that venue was important to me when I moved to New York. It actually made me feel like it reminded me of like all these Chicago bros, and that they had this comedic anchor in that room. Reminded me of some aspects of DC's comedy scene, at least at the
Yeah.
time. So yeah, I liked going. But that's so funny. No, no, you're right. It was just 2 days ago, barely. Yeah.
Barely.
This one I actually love it. I really look like my dad here when I see pictures of him from from college. So that's kind of well, it's funny, it's sweet, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll take note of that one.
I have this. Yeah, some of the scary ones I really appreciate. Like I kind of look like I'm seizing. Okay, so also this outfit, I really don't know where this jacket is, but I liked it a lot, and I don't know where I still have that turtleneck, but um
Oh,
oh
and
my
here's you
god,
with Todd.
where's this dress?
Yeah.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd is he's just the best. He's one of my favorite comedians
Yeah, he's so funny.
and also people in the scene.
I recently opened for him in Philadelphia, like, within the past 2 weeks. So I don't maybe I've seen him more recently since, but yeah, he's, a good person to have, like, in your whatever, like, your support bank as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and he has a great audience. Okay, I like this one actually because I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but also that just feels like a part of me, like, sometimes I'm twisting my hands in strange ways on stage, and I'm not aware of it until I look at a tape after,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "What was going on there?" But, um, yeah, so that one's fun. These are fun. Fun memory. More awkward hand stuff.
I do wanna do a show of just photos from the Bell House stairs there
Oh, that's so
backstage.
cool.
Yeah. So we're one of the things we're doing in the archives is, like, trying to tag things appropriately to be able to pull all of
I
those, but
love that.
it's a cuckoo bananas amount of numbers we're talking about, so
Yeah, that would be so cool, and actually, like, really capture a range of different kinds of comedians too, and different energies,
yeah.
even in posing. Yeah, that would be amazing. Um, okay. Yes, I love these. This is so funny because I tend to sometimes remember, like, bigger shows, I'll remember what I wore. I didn't remember what I wore to this Todd Berry one, but I was excited that I got to be part of this, like, his, comedy anniversary.
Yeah.
And then, um, it's really making me, uh it's really making me wonder where this dress is. What?
Alright, and then the very next place that we're at is the Bell House for 51st Jokes in 2022.
2022.
Yeah, so this is your first 51st Jokes?
Yeah. It's so funny. What's really funny too about the 51st jokes when pictures, even if it's just a friend capturing from the audience, is you see, like, all the comedians around you reacting to in different ways.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah, it kind of adds this other element that's, like, interesting or vulnerable or funny. I like this one because it's, like, very good friends with Zach Zimmerman. Um, so it's nice. It's like I've got my friend in my court there.
yeah,
I don't remember what I did for material wise for this.
yeah. Once upon a time, I remembered your 51st Jokes, like, I would remember,
Oh,
like,
right.
what people did.
Yeah, 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 but
Those days are long since past.
it's a lot, I feel like. Yeah.
Long since. I don't know what happened, I don't remember what people did. Even if it's, like, a physical comedy bit and they're, like, doing a
Yeah,
caterpillar
yeah, yeah.
on the
Which some people
floor,
do. Yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know, I don't remember why they did that. I don't know."
Wow, I really don't remember. Yeah. Well, I love these photos. I love my friend a friend of comedian Amina Amani had this point had been doing my braids for a few times in a row. So this she had done these and I really like what she did here.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah, it's kind of like a witchy. Um Also what's kind of cool about this is that I've been going to um get my braids done by her like for years now. So all of my bigger credits like on HBO for example, she's on my hair. So this is fun. It's making me think of her.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a nice you know, photo like memory series. I like this one. I actually do like ones where I'm performing and I look disassociative. I just think it's funny, I guess. Um like I'm staring into the void. There's Ismail. Funny people in the background.
Yeah, and again, you just had several kind of good ones from 50. I'm usually trying to get a couple with the comedians behind you, and
Right.
then a couple that are just like nice shots of you performing. I feel like the performance photos are like, hey, you showed up for work today. Like you clocked in. I want to make sure we have a record.
Oh, that's a cool way to think about it.
Yeah, we have a record of like all the times that you've worked on the muscle memory of getting good
Oh,
at this
that's
thing.
so cool.
So I still think they're like important,
Right,
to
right.
get. So I'm usually trying to get at least one, but you had several good ones at this
Thank you.
specific one, and I was like, shit, I don't know how to choose.
Also, it is a funny contrast where here I'm thinking about material that I'm performing, right? And then for this one, I think this is the Drunk Black History one where I'm like, I was just being really like, I actually felt so wackadoodles zany on stage, I remember, and in such a fun way. And I don't think I had really, it was just off the cuff stuff. Like I thought about things to talk about, but we were like responding to the thing. So it's fun to, it's interesting or fun to see how one looks different even in different kinds of performing or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
or, like, different show formats.
And so it could be a mistake of the archives because I do have someone who helps me with captioning photos, but we do get behind. And there are sometimes things are so busy that like there are galleries that like haven't been named, but it does look like I don't see you again until January of
Yeah.
2024. So were you away in 2023?
No.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't what was going on?
Did you
2023?
tour?
That was the first year that I started to tour more, like, right, and I also wait, this is
Yeah.
early 2024, right? The next one.
So
I
this
remember this.
photo is January 6, 2024.
That's right. Okay, so this one is distinctly the 51st Jokes from Bell
Yeah.
House. I just remember my outfit. So, where was I in 2023? Maybe under a rock, but, no, I was, like, touring more. That's the year that I filmed my little special. So I had spent basically all summer gone many weekends. I was also opening on the road for people more frequently, so maybe that's also
Yeah.
part of why I was gone, uh, like, during weekends and stuff. I was starting to open for Goldman that year more regularly, Todd, other stuff.
Yeah, that makes
Sometimes opening
sense.
for
So
Stavros.
it's always interesting to me when people exit the archives for a minute. It usually means uh, they move to
Oh,
LA for
yeah,
a
of course, of
period,
course.
they're touring, something like that. So sometimes I might not see someone for a while, but it's actually for this happy reason that, like, yeah, they haven't.
Things are moving forward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Funny, that's so interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes when I look back on that year, it was challenging because it was also when the strike was happening. So
Ugh,
some aspects of
just
my life
the
were
worst
that was hard.
freaking year.
Yeah, yeah. For I'm sure many, many pockets and worlds within the industry and, yeah, affecting people in different ways. So I just remember that that year was challenging in different ways, like, I, was touring more. I also got dropped by my then agents towards the end of the year. So sometimes when I think about aspects of that year, I'm like, "Oh, that was tough." But then other things make me feel proud of that year because I think I was growing as a comedian and I was traveling as a beginning headliner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, so this is early 2024. I remember having a lot of fun on this, um, 51st Jokes, but I actually don't remember, and I remember I did 2 jokes, and one I kept doing. The other one, I didn't do much after that. I kinda lost whatever, like, I just wasn't working, but that's the topic that I remember. For some reason, I don't remember which one I did that actually stuck with me. And then I also had given away this top at one of those comedy, like,
Oh, the
clothing
comedy.
swaps.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. I'm realizing that, like, "Oh, actually, I like that." Oh, well. But maybe in the moment, I wasn't wearing it that much. But I remember, oh, yeah, this is recent enough that I just remember, like, the feeling in the room, and I remember Millie's set here, and I remember I was sitting next to Dan Perlman. I remember we were laughing about, oh, yeah, this is so fun. This is a great
And then this is
Framing.
this is the other side of the backstage stairs. So for the Todd pictures, you're on one side of the stage, and for
Oh,
this, you're on
right.
another side of the
Yeah.
stage.
I really love this one.
Yeah, I like these as well. Yeah, I don't know why, but this is one of my favorite little
Like,
yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the composition,
the composition is really cool. The framing is really interesting, and I like the
but it also would make sense that by this point I've photographed you a lot, and so it's like, oh, this is a thing that I'm like comfortable doing and like done it a million
right.
times and yeah, they just feel I don't know, they feel different to me.
I also feel it's actually something is I'm realizing something that's kind of like it's like sweet, I think, or at least it's empowering. I like posing for fun photos, but I also often will feel like kind of playfully awkward, like not actually anxious, but just kind of like, not sure what to do with my body here.
Yeah.
And I think that I still feel like that, I'm sure, but I'm just seeing that I just look more comfortable actually. And I
Yeah,
look even in the stage ones I look more comfortable. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, good job, Brittany.
it is
Growth."
I think it's noticeable. I think.
Yeah.
I think in these there's something that's different.
It's like the way I'm holding my head up or something.
I agree.
I just thought about that, like,
Yeah, but, like, look at this one, like, you're having fun, um, and
and
even though you're kind of posing, it's just yeah, you seem comfortable.
like the way I'm holding my body is more
Yeah,
comfortable. And I also think that what I remember well about this one was that I had this distinct feeling that many of my friends were also there. Like I felt like this was a 51st Jokes where I really felt like I had a community.
yeah,
And I don't know that I'd had felt like initially. Like I still obviously felt connected to New York comedy like by the year or year before then. But I don't know. Maybe I was like, saying hi to a lot of people. I felt really comfortable at this 51st Jokes.
yeah,
So I can see that in your pictures.
yeah, it is. I think it's such an important community event where we have everyone together. I think it's such a big deal.
It's nice, right?
Yeah,
Because a lot of those people I don't see always. People are busy. Either they've are become, very busy on the road and doing their own independent things. I think comedy can be sometimes more almost ironically more lonely as like the further you get in it
yeah,
because people are traveling or acting or writing and you're not seeing each other. Or some people take a step back from comedy but like to come back in to do this kind of show.
yeah.
So it's fun because um,
But, like, look at that one.
I really like that one,
I
and I like this outfit
really love
actually. Good
that.
job, Brittany.
I think that's my favorite of them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love this actually.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All
I'm
right.
excited to see these.
Yeah. And
Thank
then the
you.
next one, I see you in January of 2024, and then I run into you at Todd Barry's birthday on yeah, this is March 26, 2024. This is at Beauty Bar.
Oh, this makes me laugh because I want to. I don't know if Jared remembers that we took photos together. I didn't remember that we posed for one together. So this is Todd's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I love this.
And we just had a fun little moment where we ran in the back room. Everyone else was in the front
Oh,
room,
yes, I do remember that
and we
now.
just ran back there and went click 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 click
In
click.
the
And there's just a cute little sequence of the two of you. That's
that's
just really fun.
so. Oh my gosh, I love this. Yeah, I want him to know about these pictures. It's very cute. Aw. In that room where there's like, like that's where sometimes there's
A comedy
comedy.
show
Yeah,
back
yeah,
there,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Beauty Bar is in the archives a fair amount over the years.
These are making me laugh because I feel like we look like we're in a 90s
Yeah,
sitcom.
yeah,
Yeah, oh my gosh.
yeah.
What are the What's going on with my nails? I think my friend did them.
And then the next one, I see you in September of 2024. This is Whiplash at UCB,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think there were 10 people there.
Oh, yes. It must have been when they first started doing them.
Yeah,
I think I remember that show.
yeah, it's the newest UCB, which is a location I think more people should be going to. It's so convenient. It's right off the First Avenue L.
Is
I
this
love it.
jacket? I can't tell.
I
I
think
can't tell
it's a
because
denim shirt. Or no,
Oh,
no, you're
I
right,
don't know
it's
if
a
it is
denim
this,
jacket, it
though.
might be that
It
one.
might be that one, I'm not quite sure. At some point this is when? Early this is fall 2024?
This is September 30th, 2024.
Interesting.
And it's the new UCB, which again, I think people should be availing themselves of this wonderful new UCB location. This
Yeah.
is not an ad. I just think they did a good job. I think it's a good room. And
Yeah.
yeah, and also they're like live streaming shows. I just feel like
That's cool, yeah.
I feel like it should be getting more attention.
Yeah.
And there just weren't enough people at these shows. And it's a bummer because they were great shows.
I think actually and so I've actually over the past year then performed there just more frequently.
Yeah.
I think it's building, but I do find that I've been recently probably on shows that are more specifically like an improv stand-up mashup where I'm like the resident stand-up on a lineup, or there's some element where there's like a stand-up comic is, you know, like looking for a suggestion, and then the improv group builds their stuff based on
Yeah.
what the stand-up is saying. Those are the kinds of shows that I think actually thrive there. But they're fun to do as stand-up,
Yeah.
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 It's fun to work with improvisers. I think this is a jacket because the reason I say this, and I know that the lighting makes the blue look different, but the reason I'm 80% confident it's the same jacket I'm wearing today by coincidence is that earlier September of 2024, I lost a beloved denim shirt that I might even be wearing in one of these photos in Denver. So I remember after that, I had bought another similar feeling thing that was heavier. I think, yeah, it could be this one. That's so funny. I don't know where this dress is.
But
It's like a
yeah,
recurring theme.
we still had a good time. We got some fun photos backstage and
Yeah. Oh, I remember that the energy felt a little bit, um, well, like it felt like when it's a light audience. Yeah.
it's the worst feeling to be in a large theater and there's 10 people there. But I do go into a mode when it's a show like that and when an attendance is that low. I do try to have a little bit of fun with like, well, there's fewer people. We can maybe get more portraits backstage. I try to maximize
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Some of my best photos have been taken at a show where there were 5 people
Where
there.
it's like that.
Yeah.
One, actually, Mindy, I really love this one. And I also, you having said that makes me realize something. This is a face that I feel like I make on stage when I'm like not feeling really down on myself, but I'm just feeling more like, haha, this is going medium or something. Or I'll like
Yeah.
make little asides if something doesn't land, or like it's a tough crowd or whatever, like, or I'm not connecting. I can just recognize that that's what I'm doing here. Like looking, because I'm looking down and I'm like
You're like,
laughing at myself kind of. Yeah, exactly.
it
So I
was
can
a
see that.
tough situation, let me just say. Yeah.
But the truth is that, oh my gosh, this one's really fun. I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the truth is that even, it's like you perform so frequently that if it's like that, it doesn't usually actually feel bad. Sometimes it's just kind of absurd. There's like a fun quality in that it's so awkward or a bit, maybe it's draining for everyone in the room, but then you have to make do with it, I think. So, um, I don't know. It's like you try to manage as a comedian, and maybe you get more comfortable managing or something.
Yeah, I think so.
But these are the backs. Yeah, I love these ones.
Yeah, we got some good photos out of it, I feel. So yeah.
I'm gonna keep going through these. I love these ones. Wow,
Yeah,
so
but same thing.
fun.
I actually cut a couple of portraits that aren't in this set that we're giving you, but there were like several I liked here as well. So
Oh, fun.
I don't know.
There's so many that you have to go. Like so many numbers. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would be so overwhelmed.
I am. I think that what we're doing right now together is called productive procrastination.
I love that. Well,
I'm sort of technically I'm working. Technically,
yeah, it's actually like wow. It is genuinely productive, and it creates this like I don't know.
but like how good is that? I like that one.
I really like this one because I'm making a face that's like playfully serious or something.
I
So I feel
love
like
it.
myself. Yeah.
I love the hand and I also love the composition where, like,
Yeah, that's
this
cool.
line,
The
this
lighting looks cool
line.
there too.
Okay, alright, so I think this one,
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
okay? Out of
Okay.
all, I think that one
Yeah,
becomes representative of that
of
night,
that night. Okay, cool.
okay?
That works for me.
Alright, see? Got a decision made. I'd like a parade
Um,
in my honor. Thank you.
yes, absolutely. Okay.
And
Oh,
then we're back to
we're
the
jumping,
Bell
right?
House.
Yeah, okay.
We're back for 51st Jokes, January 4th, 2025.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, not that long ago.
I don't remember what I No, that's not true. I think I remember what material I did actually. Okay, yes, I do. Okay, now the fact that I saw Caitlin Palufo in the background, I distinctly remember this. And Caitlin and Zach and I had gone to hang out before at Halyards near the Bell House, and so we walked over together. So that was a fun memory. Um, what? I'm trying to remember what joke I had, and it's kind of escaping me, which is so silly. Oh, nice. I have friends here. Is this the same thing?
Yeah, this is after the show at 51st Jokes that year,
Okay, right.
2025.
I like this one.
Yeah, and you just look relaxed and,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a happy little moment.
I can see that I look more relaxed in these ones, and I think I felt like, "Oh, I'm hanging out with friends," you know?
Yeah.
I like this one. Oh, yeah, maybe I remember one like this, or it was one from the same series, but, um,
Yeah, I feel like that's my fave
I really
of
like
that
this
night.
one,
Yeah. I feel like that's the one for that.
and it's nice. I feel like somehow my lipstick is always rubbing off while I'm on stage, and so I'm like, "Okay, it lasted. Nice. Nice." I like the colors in there
Yeah.
too.
All right. So I
Okay.
see you again August 7th, 2025 at the Gutter.
Okay.
And now is this the night that you're working on a joke about fractals?
Yes, that's gotta be true. Yeah.
When I remember what joke you're working on, it's a good joke. Because a lot of times I just remember it went well. They seemed comfortable. They seemed happy with how they did on stage. When I remember what the joke is about,
Um,
run, tape it, put it in the special. It's good.
oh, that's so great to know.
It's so good. And it go like I don't want to blow the joke. I just want to say the joke has everything. It 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 goes from here and it circles around and it ends at a really beautiful point and you'll never look at broccoli the same again.
That's, really funny. My aunt said that same sentence. She'll never think of broccoli the same way again because she and my mom had come to see a show in DC. That was, like, around this time. Yeah, that's
Freaking
so funny.
fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you
So
so much, Mindy. I really am having fun working on that joke even, like, almost a year later. Yeah.
it's so good. And I love it because we talked about it without blowing the joke. It's not easy to do, but I love it. It's freaking fantastic.
Yes.
And this
Sure.
is at one of my favorite shows called Live Snakes. So we're back at the Gutter, and this is a show run by Eric Schmidt and a bunch of other wonderful people as well. But
Fun Thursday night show.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Eric's been doing shows in, like, kind of that part of Williamsburg for quite a while. I just think he's just a great guy, and I think his shows are really wonderful.
Yeah. I, yes, I think of that show fondly. So, one thing that's coming to mind is that I'm realizing this is also a series of, like, denim like, oversized denim
It's a
jackets.
lot of denim. I did notice it in your pull.
I have this one, and I still wear it actively, and I'm like, for once, like, I feel like I've seen so many denims in here that I'm like, "Where is that girl?" Or, I mean, except the other one I think is the one I'm wearing right now, but I actually considered wearing this one today and just decided for this, decided to opt with the one I'm wearing right now. So it's kind of, it's cute. My trusty steed, I had bought this on sale from H&M website, like, it's, I guess last summer, which I didn't quite remember. I like this one. I like this one. I like laughing at myself or something.
But yeah, I love this show because I think it's a really great workout show.
Yeah, it is.
It's a consistent, it's a monthly show. What do you get? Is it 10 minutes?
Yeah, I did it recently. I did it semi-recently, like, in the past month, I
Yeah.
did it. So, yeah, 10,
But yeah, but
maybe 8 to 10.
it's a good crowd. It's a healthy chunk of time. It's not a high stakes show where you feel like you have to do the most perfected thing. So I feel like I love watching that show because you're seeing people, like
Work through things.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and it's
one
a
of my favorite.
supportive vibe, and that means something too. If I was working on that, on the broccoli bit, that means I was probably working the kinks out generally at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this one because looks crazy. I like looks I do look like I see into a different dimension, but um oh, this one's nice. I like seem happy. Thinking. Performance ones are so you're right, they're so
It's one of those things, like, I don't think performance photos are gonna do well on Instagram
yeah,
unless you're, like, doing the meme of, like, the joke or
that
whatever.
makes so much sense.
But to me, I just like having them for, like, look how many reps you did.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's the only advice that I have for any type of art at all is figure out how you're gonna get your reps in. And, so I have a lot of respect for reps, reps, reps.
Yeah.
Make that a meme. Reps, reps, reps.
Yeah, these guys okay, these shoes I have still, this dress I have, I just haven't worn it really since last summer, so that's and it looks I can tell that it was hot here. It's August, right?
Yeah.
I'm kinda sweaty. It's like I feel like I have more of a tan. Oh, yeah, this was that. I remember this. I remember talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah, these are so fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I liked a lot of these too. These were cute.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're the best photos that we've done together. I like them because you do seem happy because I think the set went well.
Yeah,
I
I
think it
can
was a
tell
good
yeah,
night.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's my memory of that day too. But I agree with you. Um, and yeah, my little I can see I can and it's I think my basically over the past year, my gray hairs have grown a lot, like, I'm growing this streak, and it's funny because I just never noticed them in some of the earlier ones, but by last summer, my little streak is becoming more prominent. Okay. Okay, this is a new one. Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So I had to double check myself. This is you're right back at the gutter.
Right.
This is September 4th of 2025. And so you're back on live snakes, like kind of again. It makes me think because you did them so closely together, I think you're probably working towards maybe a taping or something.
Yes. Okay, so that's so funny that it was specifically live snakes again.
Hmm.
Can you remind me what month this was?
September. So the other photos I think are from August, and then this is September 4th.
Of 2025?
Yeah.
Huh. That is funny. Well, yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I remember that I did the back to back. Um, yes, this was last
Yeah, it was last fall.
yes, I did a taping in October. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what it
Wow,
is.
you have such an interesting analytic eye. Like you're tracking comedian schedules much better than many, I think, are. Um, I like this one. I like it's kind
Well,
of
yeah, you're
funny.
doing what you should be doing, you know? You don't just get a taping and then hope it goes
Yeah.
well. You work it out as many times as you can.
I had one in October, so that
Again,
makes
muscle
sense.
memory, man. It's the game.
Some of these I look I just seeing performance ones are making me laugh because I really sometimes look like a lost Victorian child or like someone's
I
like
agree.
sorcerer uncle. I don't know. This is I think I know and I'm also realizing something actually. Sometimes I can pick up on what joke I was doing, especially the more recent ones because I'm remembering what I've been working on.
Yeah.
I think I know what I was doing, like what joke I was doing there. Okay. I'm gonna move through these. Oh, this one was Jay was hosting, right?
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Jay also works with Eric on the show and does booking, and I think his official title is producer.
Producer of the
But
show.
he's brought wonderful things to the show.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this one I like. I remember seeing this one or have I seen the yeah, I have. Some of these
Yeah.
I've seen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and
were
through email.
posted, but yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah. Fun. That's fun.
yeah, we
Some
did a
leg
lot of
moment.
portraits after because your outfit was just really great. She's
Thanks.
she's wearing these yellow boots that basically no one else is gonna be able to pull off.
I still have them.
Brittany Carney can wear those boots. Nobody else get any ideas.
They're
Don't be thinking you can pull off this outfit.
they're a little bit Minnie Mouse coated.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like this one. Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so
Mindy.
same thing. I called a couple, like, that aren't printed out, and I would like your help on, like, which one out of these do we pick?
Yeah, okay, I
So
really
we think
like
it's that one? Okay.
I'll go through I really like I wanna say that one of them I have, and I've used it for a number of times now for promotional stuff,
Awesome.
and maybe on a dating app. That's
Ooh.
something I'm yeah, actually, but I also like this one because my smile's maybe more, natural, I'm not sure. Oh, shoot, I think these are a fun series, actually.
They're
I
very
really appreciate
fun,
them.
and it's like, okay, if you had to pick one, which one?
I think,
There's, like, 20 good ones.
I would love to argue I like this one a lot, so, like, this is a for me, it's like a strong contender, even though
Okay.
it's not like I'm being that dynamic, actually. I just think it's, like, a fun framing. But, um, this is the one that I've seen, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is this one the final? Is that one the one?
Um, well, this no, never mind, I have not seen this one, I've seen this one. This one I've used for a few other things. Maybe? Well, okay, so I have to confess I do like these 3, but I'm not sure which one that I like the most. So I'll go
Okay.
with your judgment, your instinct.
Well, at least we got it narrowed down to those 3.
Okay.
That's very helpful because that was a crap ton of them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
we were having fun, and there's just, like, a good little run. I mean, I think it'll make a cute little animation, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, nice. Oh, I'm trying to think about what this could be based on the outfit, I don't
So this was you've come out several times just supporting other comedians, and this was a party for Sarah Sherman
That's right. That's immediately I
for her
recognize
special.
this, like, lace thing I'm wearing, because I was just trying to look like, more I was trying to dress more like, uh, what would I don't wear a lot of bright color. I like neutrals. So I was trying to think of a Sarah Sherman oriented look that was in my color palette.
Yeah.
And I want to point something out actually. Okay, so here I'm wearing this striped white and black striped turtleneck. Somewhere over here, I'm somewhere back in the somewhere back in the deep
Yeah, in
archives.
your
I'm wearing the
first
same
photo.
thing. It might be the same one, which is funny because so many other garments I've lost, but I still have this turtleneck. Anyway, long live that thing. I still have it. And obviously here's my new trusty denim that I've been wearing. This was oh yeah, yes, I remember running into you. I remember being pleased to see you. This was at Metrograph.
Yeah, yeah, and, let's see, what do we have after that? Do we have a show or
Let me I'll go quickly through these. Oh, it does look like there was a show where I'm actually wearing almost the same thing where it's a different white and black striped turtleneck and the same jacket. Um This must be recent because I got these fruit hair
Oh,
clips
it
over the winter.
it's 51st jokes of 2026.
Oh, right. That's funny. There we go.
Wow, that's great.
That's like 100 people for you to photograph every night, right? Basically?
50, yeah.
No, but isn't it that there's 2
That 1 year,
Oh, they do 20. They
they
break it up. Yeah, they
yeah,
I miss
but yeah, it's 50 people. I love it. To me, it's comedy Christmas.
Yeah,
It's
it's a nice vibe.
it's the comedy Christmas party. I love it. I will say I make sure to have a rest day before and 2 rest days after.
Yeah.
Cause just the edit it's like a 13-hour edit.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I misremember it. Of course, it's one group of 25 and then another group of 25.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun how then, like, there's that moment where if you're on the later group, you go backstage at the Bell House and then, see just a lot of people from the first group. It's nice.
It's so yeah,
Yes.
I love that moment.
So maybe this is one that something I saw this one. I like this one. This is the ones that I
Yeah, so
saw.
same thing, you had several good ones here, and by this point, you're so comfortable on camera, you're just having
Yeah.
a good time. I mean, we're getting these photos in, like, 3 minutes, I think.
And this one right, I remember that.
Yeah,
Um, and this one's funny because I actually just look comfortable.
comfortable and
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay, that's them.
do we think it's this one from this night?
I actually from this night, I okay,
This is pretty saucy. I like
I like that one to be honest.
okay. All right,
Yeah,
that's the one.
yeah.
Mindy, in the future, this is the one.
Thank you.
All right. Thank
Wow.
you so much for
What a
being with us.
what a funny and, like, a kind of a cool and reflective and sometimes harrowing experience. Just remembering phases of,
Yeah.
yeah, like, challenges that come with comedy, but it's so amazing to see them captured. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Well, we had over 100 photos to look through. We did make some decisions and some selects, and I feel proud of that. Some things we couldn't decide, but that's okay. This is a work in progress.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you.
I'm taking pictures of you. I'm taking pictures of everything. A woman likes to run.